everybody, this is Bob from Buckeye Sports Center, and today we're really excited to take a look at the new 2021 Malibu 23 MXZ. This is a super cool boat loaded with a bunch of upgrades, a bunch of features, and definitely one of the cooler boats in the Malibu line. So let's take a look on the inside. So as you get inside the cockpit of the 2021 23 MXZ, you kind of see some of the optional features that we've included on this boat. And this one typically is one that people get fairly loaded up. So, this wake view bench seat slides back into position. Obviously this is in the view position. We've got these two kick-up seats as well, so you can have several people, facing backwards watching the boat. Really, if you count from the bow area, potentially 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, potentially up to 9 people facing backwards to look at the action. Other kind of cool things that we've got going on here, these seats kick up and down, so you can, adjust that on each side. There's actually a little trash can conveniently located right in here, easy access for the trash can right underneath. All kinds of charging stations and different wireless areas to put your cell phone and just other little cubbies. And obviously you've got 4 cockpit speakers really nicely located in this boat. The other cool optional feature is these little step downs. So as you enter and exit the boat from the side, you can step on the gunnel here, step down to here, pop it back up to make it a more, make it a cushion. So, as you enter and exit the boat, you don't have to step on the vinyl. And obviously this boat with the MXZ has the walk-through transom area so that you can kind of adjust and get to the boat without getting inside, getting on the vinyl. A couple cool things again about this wake view bench seat. First thing is it adjusts to be a little drink holder and a little table area, so that's kind of a cool thing that you don't normally see. And then you can also adjust the positioning of it. Obviously this is in the backward position, but we also can adjust it back to the normal seating position very quickly and easily with very minimal effort. So new for 2021 is the Malibu G5 tower that's available on this boat. There's also an upgraded tower available to the G10. This one's got the G5 with the bimini top that has easy access surf pockets, so you can put surfboards up on the top of it. Obviously, easy access to the rope station up top there. Swivel board racks are included on this. A quick release point, unlock, lock, just with a lever. There's no thumbnails or anything to mess with, so that's really quick to easily fold the tower down if you need to. 4 big Icon 8 speakers on this as well, so this one's got a sub. So this has pretty much got a loaded up sound system and really excellent coverage on this bimini top as well. Very, very large area that it covers, so really a well-designed top. And then there's also some rope storage up here as well. So we take a look at the command center on the Malibu 2021 models. Really cool setup. I'm just going to first talk about the ergonomics and where everything's located, because some models of boats the screen's kind of down here to the right, and I can keep in my eye level very good at the dash. This center screen is recessed down a little bit, so I still have excellent visibility. Your stereo controls as well as your other controls are located really conveniently, real quick here on my left hand. Again, I'm not searching. I don't have to take my hand off the throttle to mess with the screen down here necessarily. The other ergonomics of just the station, throttle's located, a nice armrest is located really convenient for me. Pretty much anybody of any size would be comfortable here. And then all your seat controls are, on the left hand side, I can slide forward, I can slide back. I also can pivot the seat left to right. Again, all conveniently located, easy. Obviously the steering wheel tilts up and down. So excellent ergonomics for the system, but really the dash is where things kind of really come together, and Malibu just makes it super easy to use. I'll start with the left-hand screen here. Things like your blower, your bilge pump, your heater, just really quickly turn on with a touch of a button. Also, all your stereo controls are going to be controlled with that left-hand screen. If I moved over to your radio's off, but everything's, your USB, your Bluetooth, everything like that is controlled with that screen as well. So really convenient, easy to use. Here's your lighting screen. Anchor light, interior lights are all easily accessible from that left-hand screen. When I move to the center screen, this is kind of the lifeblood of the dash. These 2 left-hand and right-hand pockets are going to stay pretty much consistent all the way through, and then the center part of the screen you can adjust depending on what you want to see. So all your pertinent engine data is on there. You know, things like, you know, water temperature, air temperature, obviously RPMs, mile per hour, and then on the right hand side you've got your surf left, surf right setting. You know, right now it's on center, and then you have your power wedge setting over here. Right now it's on the stow position, as well as your ballast, which are all empty. So that's always there. The cool thing is the center part of the screen, which right now shows the hours as well as mile per hour, I can adjust. So here's a little more detailed view of the ballast, and I can fill each of the ballast or drain them independently as we want. So I can adjust that on the fly. We also can set up our presets for, you know, Johnny has a setting that he likes for wakeboarding, or we can just use the general surf left, surf right, wakeboard beginners presets for ballast. You also have your reverse camera, which is on the back of the unit there. You can see our showroom, nicely located. All right, so again, that you can always have that up if you like. A lot of people like that for seeing the surfer behind them. And then we're back to the kind of more standard one with mile per hour as well as battery voltage. So everything's super easy to use. The nice thing I like about it is that, you know, compared to maybe some of the original computer systems, sometimes you kind of have to touch it a couple different times, and sometimes it'd be a little slow or lag in display. This new Malibu Command Center, which came out in 2020, continues for 2021, is very quick, you know, very easy to use. But you also, in addition to the touchscreen, you can also use the dial panel as well. So if you don't want to, you know, use the, you know, maybe it's more convenient for you to use this dial panel, you can do that kind of almost like a mouse pad in a way. So really cool dash for Malibu for 2021. Everybody who gets this boat's going to really enjoy it and really not want to go back to traditional gauges. So as we move into the bow area on the 23 MXZ, this is really pretty much the largest bow of a 23-foot boat that I've really ever seen. You know, I'm a 6'2", and I'm, you know, easily pretty much fully stretched out with my legs in the bow of this boat. So you can easily fit 3 to 4 people up here without a problem, and everybody have enough space. You know, other cool little things you don't normally find. This one does have bow speakers, you know, so you've actually got 4 in the cockpit, 2 in the bow for stereo speakers. And of course, as everybody knows, cell phones and charging locations is a key feature. Both sides have this setup where you've got the cell phone holders, charging area, you know, just to, you know, kind of give a good storage area for that. Obviously cup holders as well. And then as people board the boat, you know, going on and off the boat, I really like that non-skid that Malibu puts, the deck track on the bow area, so as you enter aboard the boat, you don't have to worry about slipping on the fiberglass. So that's pretty cool. And then even as I move kind of to face forward, you can get several different 2 to 3 positions where you can actually get people facing backwards. I didn't even mention the armrest that flips down, you know, for that forward face seating person. So really a lot of versatile seating, a lot of cool features, you know, other little nooks and crannies, storage compartment. You have access to your large port side storage compartment as well from the bow. The other cool thing with Malibu in the bow area is that this one's going to have a 4th. Most boats will have 3 fixed ballast tanks. This Malibu will have 4, so you get an additional fixed Malibu bow ballast tank in the bow area underneath this area here. The other thing that Malibu does on this model, which is pretty cool, is that your boat batteries are actually located up under here, as opposed to having them back taking up some of your rear storage. So again, just utilizing, maximizing the storage in this boat is also really cool for Malibu. So another cool thing that I always forget to point out in these boats, but it's important to point out, is all the billet aluminum, all the custom pieces that this boat has. If you look around the entire boat, all the stainless steel, all the billet aluminum pieces, you know, there's all kinds. Obviously this glove box top, you know, and again, a really heavy duty billet aluminum custom piece, obviously glove box storage as well. The other cool thing I like as we get into the subwoofer area is a lot of times your subwoofer will kind of intrude into the cockpit. This one's got a full cover that kind of covers it up. Again, that billet aluminum piece that makes it look a little cleaner and nicer. But in general, as you pan throughout the boat, you'll see all kinds of different custom billet aluminum pieces where the cell phones holder, grab handles, all kinds of different things that make the boat, you know, enhance that feel and look of the boat, as well as that heavy dutiness of all the materials that Malibu's using. So as we move into the transom area of the Malibu 23 MXZ, two big storage compartments on either side of the engine. You can get optional extra ballast that's all already plumbed and set up for it back there. So you can use it as either extra storage or extra ballast. And then the important thing to note on this particular 23 MXZ, and typically how we're going to order this boat's standard with the M5 DI direct injection Malibu engine. This particular boat's optioned up to the M6 DI, which is a 6.2 liter, 450 horsepower. So a little bit extra, guts on this big 23 MXZ. As you load it up with extra people, extra ballast and different things like that, you can maybe benefit from the larger engine. So it is important to note that it does have the bigger engine. Okay, as we move to the transom area, the 23 MXZ, a couple cool features to point out. First, I'm sitting in this boot up area, or this kind of relaxed area as you get ready to hit the water. Nice conveniently located seats right on the platform. You've also got this cool pull-up pylon, which is again a cool feature, add-on feature. If you're tubing or something like that, it's really easy to pop up and down. The other cool feature I really like about this particular boat, and this is optional, but is included on this particular boat, is the flip down swim step. So if you want to actually, that lower part of that swim step is actually below the water line. So if you just want to kind of, somebody's a little harder to get inside the boat, it's a little easier for them. Pets really like that feature. But if you also want to actually sit with your, the lower part of your body in the water, you can actually sit on that step as well. So again, a pretty cool feature from Malibu on the 23 MXZ, and available on all the other Malibu models, or most of them. Okay, today we're going to talk about the Malibu patented wave features that they use on their boat. So there's two features we're going to talk about. One's the surf gate, the other's the power wedge. So the surf gate is the piece here, which is hydraulically controlled, one on each side. And as you turn the surf gate on or off, you're going to see that deploy outward. And basically the cool thing what that does, and Malibu is the first boat company to come out with it, is that it creates a surfable wave without having to necessarily put a bunch of ballast in the boat or lean people on the side of the boat. The surf gate itself creates the wave on its own. So a lot of times if I'm going out on a demo with a customer, won't have any ballast in the boat, I'll turn the surf gate on, and you actually can see a surfable, usable wave, and then you add the weight to it to make it even better and bigger. But the wave itself is just created really awesome just with the surf gate on its own merit. The other feature that we're going to talk about is the power wedge. And this is adjusted over the years. Now we're at the Power Wedge 3. So the Power Wedge 3 is this mechanism that folds up and down. It has 6 different positions controlled at the dash. This is available on Malibu boats and optional feature on Axis boats as well. But the cool thing is that you can adjust the wave to fit your needs. So, position 1 versus position 6 will create, potentially a shorter length wave, but a taller wave, versus, a different position will be a longer wave, but maybe a little bit shorter in height. So depending on the rider preference, you can adjust that as you see fit. It basically acts as like an additional 1,500 pounds of ballast in the boat without even having the extra weight or ballast in the boat. It's almost like adding that as part of the feature. So basically you're pulling the back end of the boat down in the water a little bit more to help create that wave. So those two features are really key in how Malibu creates that awesome surf wake that they're known for. So check it out on all the 2021 Malibu models as well as the 2021 Axis models. Thanks everybody for checking out the Malibu 23 MXZ with us here at Buckeye Sports Center. For more information, visit our website, buckeyesportscenter.com, to view all our inventory and for more information. Thanks again.